Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Debsy, and place to be, it's Debsy. Boop, boop, that's me. Boop, Debsy. Hey guys, and happy Saturday. Oh my gosh, it is, listen, when I say I am so happy for the weekend, I am so effing happy for the weekend. No, it is not payday weekend. That's okay. But listen, even though I worked 4 days, it still seemed like a long week. So I don't have any plans this weekend. I plan on devoting a bunch of time towards the channel. And who would have thought that I would ever say the channel? Just coming up with some ideas for some summer content, some summer videos. And listen though, I hope everybody is having a great start to the weekend. It's beautiful here in Western Pennsylvania, and I am sweating my balls off. So I don't have balls. It's hot as balls. So listen, let's get right into it. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives came back this week on Hulu. All of the episodes are out. I'm going to do it just as I did last season, for the first season. I'm going to just review one a week. And it probably, I don't know, it's going to be probably I'm probably going to put it up on either Thursday, Friday, or Saturday. It's going to be one of those days. It's going to be later on in the week. Okay, let's get right into it, because this season looks like it's going to be beyond redonkulous. So we have like a new housewife. We have a new mom. She's not married, so she's not a wife, but she's a mom. She's from the OG MomTok. So let's get into it. They start off with an influencers event. Influencer events look ridiculous. Oh, and wait a minute. Hold on a second. What I'm sipping is, I figure that every week, in honor of like Mormons not drinking, they don't drink caffeine, do they? They don't drink coffee, but they have swigs. We don't have swigs here. So instead I made my own swig. I have a Diet Dr. Pepper and some zero sugar Italian sweet creamer. Oh, that's delicious. That's delicious. I might have to put a little bit more sweet cream in that. I switched it up from Diet Coke because DEI matters. Okay, so let's get into it. Influencer events for me are always cringy. Like, good for you that you're making bank, but they're always cringy for me. So there's this event, all the ladies go. It's for cowboy pillows. And I was like, what is cowboy pillows? My mind was like, are you talking about, because I saw how everybody was dressed, and I was like, are you talking about like cowboy pillows? Like the girls are your cowboy pillows? And then I went online, I searched cowboy pillows. It's the same one. It's clothes and t-shirts. It's for men and women. But a lot of the pictures were like showcasing the women being like pointing at their girls, pointing at their, at their cans and being like, oh, like there's a picture that says these cowboy pillows are for Morgan Wallen's head. Ugh. And the t-shirts are like $45. So, okay, I won't be, cowboy pillows won't be reaching out to me. Cause number one, I'm not tiny. And number two, they're not perky. And number three, I'm old. So there we go. So anyways, okay, cowboy pillows. Michaela, and here's the crazy thing. Well, this is not the crazy thing. The crazy thing is coming up after this, but it's no surprise that their brand deals have like exploded, because Secret Wives of Mormon Lives, the first season, like blew up and was like a huge success, obviously. So everybody's been getting more brand deals. Michaela said that the money she makes on one brand deal equals her husband's entire yearly salary. That is insane. That's crazy. I mean, good money if you can get it, but wow. So eventually all the ladies show up. So the ladies are there minus Taylor. Whitney shows up. Whitney's like 10 minutes from popping. Like, Whitney's uber pregnant. She's gonna pop. If she farts, she's giving birth on a cowboy pillow, at cowboy pillows. She shows up. It is apparent nobody wants her there. Right? No one wants her back in MomTok. It's like beyond awkward. And I mean, should she be surprised that people were kind of awkward around? I don't think she's surprised. But as Michaela and somebody else said, I mean, she's really the one who did this to herself, because she's the one that removed herself from the group chat and like took herself out of everything. So, I mean, and she went on Taylor Lautner and Taylor Lautner's. When I say Taylor Lautner and Taylor Lautner, it's because Taylor Lautner from Twilight, I'm going to say it right now, Team Jacob. Taylor Lautner, male, married Taylor, who became Taylor Lautner. So Taylor, I'm just going to call it the Taylor, the TL squared. TL squared, I don't know what the name podcast is, but the TL squared podcast. And she was like, I don't regret what I did. But now she don't regret it, but she then is reaching out to Miranda because she's like, listen, I kind of don't want to be the villain. Maybe she'll be the villain. I don't think Miranda has a problem being the villain. That's what I get from her. So speaking of Miranda, who rolls up? Miranda. So if y'all know Miranda is like an OG from MomTok. Like, she was with Taylor Frankie Paul when she started MomTok. And also Miranda and her husband Chase, well, now her ex-husband Chase, they were caught up in like the swinging scandal. She says she's here to tell her side of the story. In my mind, at first when I saw her, I was like, you mean you're trying to get that cash? You're trying to get that bag. You need the money. Miranda says, so everybody's sitting down there talking to her, and they're like, hey, what's the tea? What's happening? What happened with this? She's like, I didn't do anything except play spin the bottle. Like, all I did was kiss. No one ever had sex, and I never touched a wiener. That's what she said. And I never touched a wiener. They were like, not even with your mouth. She's like, I didn't touch a wiener. I said what I said. I didn't touch a wiener. I'm gonna tell you who is strongly. You can tell from right then and there who is strongly on Team Taylor. Strongly on Team Taylor is Michaela. Michaela's coming through this season with a little more snark. I kind of like it. But also Macy. Now, the person I'm thinking might not be on Team Taylor might be Demi. I don't know, Demi. We do this every season. Okay, so then everybody's there except for Taylor. Taylor shows up, and we find out that Miranda was Taylor's ex-best friend, and Taylor's ex, Chase, caught feelings for Taylor. And it was out there on socials that like, hey, Taylor's trying to steal her best friend's husband, which she was like, I would never do that. So this is real awkward. But then Taylor sits down next to Miranda, and there's a little like, ha ha ha, funny, but nothing like kumbaya, let's make up. Not at all. And then Taylor spills the fact that, Listen, here's what's been happening. It's been tough. Right after she gave birth to their son Ever, who is a beautiful, beautiful baby, just a beautiful little baby. Turns out, she finds out that Dakota lied to her about Jenna. Remember Jenna? The one he was like, I was not seeing her and I didn't do anything with her and she's lying. Turns out he was the liar. Okay, so everybody's cool. Next we're going to Jen. What is happening with Jen and Zach? Well, Jen separated from Zach. What happened? You know, at the end of the first season, they moved to New York City because Zach was accepted to medical school. So she's like, listen, I'm gonna follow my man anywhere. You're gonna love it here in New York City. They're in New York City, and then he gets accepted to med school in Arizona. So she follows him there. I guess eventually she was just like, I'm tired of this. Listen, this son of a bitch, he's a dick to me. He never listens to anything I say. He treats me like an asshole. What do I want with this? So she moves back to Salt Lake City. She moves back to Utah and they're separated. Okay. So then Zach pulls up. She's going to be spending, I guess, the weekend or some time with him. Did I tell you it is, when I say it is hot here in Western Pennsylvania, it is effing hot. Gosh, if I wasn't so against my own body, I would close all the windows and put on air and walk around in the butts, walk around in the box. But I can't do that. Oh, it's hot. Oh, girl, it's hot. So anyways, he shows up and he's like, oh, thing got me. He says that I'm here because, you know, it was the whole world. I want to speak out because the whole world was against us. First of all, no. See what I mean? Oh, it's hot. The whole world was not against you. The whole world was not against you as a couple. The whole world was against you, Zach, because you were treating her like a second class citizen. Like she did, like what she said or thought or felt didn't matter. So no, we were against you. But listen, good for you, Jen, because Jen is finally, she's finally owning up and accepting and putting out there that she realizes how he was treating her was not right. And she said that, you know, in the Mormon church, in the Mormon religion, women are, if there's a problem in the marriage, it's usually the women who are the problem. You know, she's now saying that, hey, I wasn't the problem in this marriage. So, you know, she is not completely out of the church, whereas he is. He's no longer going to church, to masses, which is surprising to me because him and his family seem very deep in the church. So she's like, listen, shit's gonna change. I'm choosing MomTok. And he's like, okay, well, listen, I put my application in to drop out of medical school. I want to support your career. And he's like, it's a year off. I have a year to figure out what I'm doing. He's saying the right words, but we'll see if it actually comes to fruition, if he does change. And then another big thing is she wants him to talk to and apologize to Demi and Jesse. He sent a message to the ladies in a group chat and had apologized for these texts. Remember where he was like, I never loved you, and all that terrible stuff. And rightfully so. They were like, well, is he sending this because he got caught? That's what I always think. Is he sending this because he got caught? So no, we'll see. Okay, so next up, Taylor goes over to Macy's house to meet Jenna. Jenna is the other woman. And Macy had reached out to Jenna and threw this out there of, hey, how about if you come over and you can talk to Taylor and you can tell her everything. And she was like, yes, I will do this. The reason why she said, yes, I want to do this is because she wouldn't want to be in Taylor's shoes. And if that was her, she would want to know everything. So good for her. And like I said, right after Ever was born is when Taylor found out that Dakota was lying. And this is terrible for her because we find out later she has like her trust issues run back to like her childhood with her biological father, just like seeing her one time being like, hey, what's up, kid? And just never seeing her again. I understand. She got some trust issues. So, but Taylor's coming in with her mental receipts. She's like, I have dates stored up in my head, so let's roll. She's like, I got receipts, screenshots, timeline, everything up here, right in my head. So she's ready to go. She says, if he's lying, he's gone. Girl, y'all already know he's lying. Listen. Does a bear shit in the wood? Is Pope Catholic? Yes. He's lying. And we find out she shows up. Jenna hands over her phone. Turns out he is. So here's what he would do. He would send all these like messages, these cute little messages to Jenna being like, hey, do you want to go out to... So she was a day girl. She was getting all these like, all these compliments and all these nice little tweets, all these nice little texts and apologies. And then he was just going over to Taylor's house for the hookup. So I get it how she would feel like, she's like, I feel used and I feel like trash. I understand that. 100%. I agree with her. I would feel like that too. And then she says, and he made it sound, and Taylor's like, just to let you know, Jenna, he made it sound like you were desperate. Like you were the one that was begging for it. And Jenna was like, well, he told me, I saw a video of yours that he was in. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, that's bad news. And he told me that he wasn't really dating you, that he was just with you for clout because you were helping him with his social media. He was using you for clout. I completely understand how she was so upset. And I'm going to tell you another thing. Taylor was 150 million% correct in not marrying him. Absolutely. So then we see Whitney and her kids meet up with Miranda and her kids out in like a park. They're the two outcasts. Whitney, like I said, Whitney is looking for a friend because she's on the outs with everybody. So she's just looking for a friend. I get that. But she also, like I said, she's kind of looking for maybe Miranda to take the title and wear the sash and the crown of like villain of the season. Miranda says, hey, listen, I'm having an open house. It's a happy hour. She's inviting everyone from the group. All right. So some of the ladies go to a haunted house. I'm with Michaela. I hate haunted houses. I don't want somebody touching me. I hate haunted houses. Even when my mobility was good, I hated haunted houses. Hated them. So after the haunted house, they're all sitting there. They're talking about Miranda's happy hour. Now, it was Macy, Michaela, Demi, and Jesse. Michaela and Macy are Team Taylor, so they're not for. They're against Miranda. because Macy, both of them are like, why has it taken you 2 years to come back? Like, you could have come back. It took you 2 years to come back. Is it because you need money? Or you're looking for clout because you see like how popular we are. So, and I think it was Macy who was like, and you two over there, you're kissing her ass. Listening to this, I feel like maybe Demi is going to take Miranda's side. That's what it seemed like to me. And maybe possibly Jesse, but I think definitely Demi. Okay, so over at Taylor's house, Taylor's mom brings Ever, her son, Taylor's son, over to the house. She's like, hey, I'm here dropping off Ever because something's going on with Dakota. She's like, well, why didn't he call me? It's like, I don't know. Here's your son. I don't remember. What's her mom's name? Her mom's name is Leanne. Leanne, at first I was like, who is this? New face, who dis? So as it turns out, she got her nose done and then she got her face done. And she does look much younger. I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't like Leanne the first season. I surely don't like her now. Because even I believe in another episode, she's like, well, I did watch the second episode. I just got to rewatch it to write notes, but I believe it was in the second episode. She's like, "Hey, can I hang out with you guys in MomTok?" Why? No, she's a hanger-on. I wasn't a fan of Leanne last year. I'm not a fan of hers this year. So, she tells her mom everything that she found out from Jenna, and that Dakota was lying. She's done. She's like, I'm done. I want to move on. I have these trust issues and I can't do this. Of course, her mom isn't going to take her daughter's side. She's going to take Dakota's side. She has to, once again, throw out there how you shouldn't have gotten pregnant. You shouldn't have gotten pregnant. Well, yeah. I mean, ultimately, she wasn't going in trying to get pregnant, but shit happened. I mean, life happens. That's what happens. And so, but her mom's like, after that, she's telling her, you need to try again. Family is the basis of life. You have to try again. Give him another chance. I'm going to tell you right now, don't give him another chance. She has trust issues already. How are you going to go into a marriage? You already have trust issues. No, you can't trust him. Don't give him a second chance. I don't care what he says. Don't give him a second chance. Okay. So Jen and Zach, they get together. They have like a little date. They go in for ketamine therapy. Now I'm like, I don't know what ketamine does. I mean, the only thing I know ketamine from is like, unfortunately, sadly, Matthew Perry, the late great Matthew Perry was on ketamine therapy. I think it was it a ketamine? I think it might have been a ketamine overdose, like maybe unintentional. That was what had unlocked him. Sadly, that's the only thing I know ketamine from. But Jen was like, ketamine, when you go in, it just resets your past traumas. Would I do it? I wouldn't do it. I'm going to tell you. And this is not to put any kind of seem judgy on anybody. I've never done any drugs, like none, like ever, never done any drugs, just because, do you see how I am regularly? I don't know how I would do on like a lot of drug, even if it's like something that relaxes you. I'm afraid that no, I get nervous about that stuff. Nah. Plus, if stuff's illegal, no, I don't want to do any of that. No, forget it. If that makes you good, then good on you, but no, I can't. But it seemed to help them because afterwards, they were like cuddling, and it helped open up like their mind to like past memories for when they had first gotten together, and they reconnected to like what brought them together. So it does seem to help with them. Zach says he is going to go to he's going to meet up with Jesse and Demi, because that's really important to Jen, that he works stuff out with them, because she says they're two of my best friends. Okay, so next, Dakota. I just have boo Dakota. But listen, the producers sure do him wrong, because the entire time they put Dakota and then his age, aka Taylor's baby daddy. So, listen, Dakota reached out to Taylor and told her everything, and told her, not everything, confessed some things to Taylor. Some things. He deleted other things along with text. He only did that after Macy reached out to Jenna. That's when he was like, oh shit, I better do something to help kind of save myself. He even says he did that for himself. Like I said, he deleted messages that Taylor has now seen. And he, like I said, he told her things, but he didn't tell her everything. He left out some info. And he's like, I'm going to fight. The only thing I want is a family, and to be with Taylor and have a family. I'm going to fight. I mean, good for him that he's seeing that the actions have consequences. Good with that. I mean, the theme on the men so far this season is, I was a dick, and I'm going to fight for my family. I'm going to fight for my woman. That's a theme. Let's see. This is going to be tough with Taylor, because she has trust issues. I feel like there's a better chance for Jen and Zach. Going to be tough with Taylor, though. Okay, so happy hour at Miranda's. Miranda is like, I went back into MomTok because of all of the support that you get from other women. They show up. There's a really nice spread of food, and she even has MomTok spelled out in cheese. I thought it was cute. Michaela's like, she has MomTok spelled out in cheese. You can smell the desperation. I'm kind of here for snarky Michaela. I enjoy some snark. But now listen, my thought, I don't know what made me think this, but are Jesse and Demi going to be fighting for Queen Bee of MomTok? I'm wondering this. In my mind, listen, the leader of MomTok is Taylor Frank Paul. She's the one who came out and started it. She's the OG. So for me, it's Taylor. Michaela, like I said, Michaela, Macy, and Layla, they are completely team Taylor, especially Macy and Michaela. And they're completely against Miranda joining MomTok. Michaela and Macy. Jen is talking to Whitney. Jen talks to Whitney, and she says, hey, listen, after Vegas and after everything went down on Vegas, I reached out to the ladies in a group chat, in group message, and I told them how I'm struggling, and it was radio silence. Nobody responded. No one responded. We're going to hear about that, though, in episode 2. Taylor shows up, and Taylor said even though she's not friends with Miranda, she wants to show up. She's showing up in case Miranda lays down some bullshit, some lies, and she has to defend herself. Because when Taylor went out and exposed everything about the swinging scandal, there's Taylor's side of the story, and then there's And then there's Miranda's side of the story. Neither one of them gel up. Like they're both different. So Macy basically just comes out and is like, so why invite us over after it's been like 2 years? She's like, well, I just want to clear the air. That's all. I just want to clear the air. Michaela comes right out. She's like, this is BS. This is some bullshit. I think it's fake. No, thank you. So, and then it ends. This season is going to be insane. Like, over the moon bonkers. Because it looks like Demi is trying to get everybody against Jen. And who slept? Who is it that says they slept with Demi's husband? Oh. I'm telling you, it looks good. I'm going to say it right now. If you have a show in Utah and you have some housewives, they invariably are going to make some of the best reality TV, because at this point right now, the best Real Housewives franchise city right now is Utah. And Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, oh my God, seriously. Utah is on fire right now as far as reality TV goes. So, except for that one show, Selling Salt Lake, I think, or something like that. Well, no, I watched that a little bit. It wasn't bad on Bravo. It wasn't bad. I didn't watch it regularly. So, okay, listen, in the comments, we're already at 32 minutes. So in the comments, let me know if you watch. Let me know what you think. And also, coming up this season, oh my God, it'll be in the second video, but there was a familiar face. If you are a member of Bachelor Nation, there is a familiar face in one of the episodes. And when I tell you that I watched that scene more than probably 3 times and squealed each time with happiness, listen, I'll let you know in episode 2, but that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so in the comments, let me know if you watched. And if nobody told you yet today, you're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure that you put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity out there in the world, so it comes right back at you. Please take care of one another. Also, what was I going to say? Also, please be aware of your surroundings. Be smart and safe. Hydrate often with water. And if you're in a dangerous situation, please know Dolly and I are sending our love, thoughts, prayers, and all types of positive energy your way so you make it through. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow with something. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.